Welcome to the Thin Blue Line Outdoors. My name is Cody Johnson, and I'll be your host.
I'm one happy hunter right now, man. Alright, guys. Here she is.
Here at the Thin Blue Line Outdoors, we have three goals. Show you a good time.
I just shot her.
Teach you something. Planting some clover down. Lead by example.
It's looking good. Great, congratulations. Thank you, sir.
If I can accomplish one of those three, that's a win in my book. Thanks for listening. Be safe out there.
I have no idea what this is going to look like. I have no idea what this is going to look like when I have to go to edit it. But all right, this is the Thin Blue Line podcast number 11. Nate and I just got done working.
Two.
Yeah, this is take two. We are having some difficulties, people. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see that it's a Zoom meeting. So essentially, one of the reasons why we're doing this way, even though we live pretty close to each other, is I recorded an hour-long podcast with two of my buddies that we'll be talking about here in a little bit, and then found out I had no audio. It was a blast. I was real happy when I discovered that. So we're trying to figure out this Zoom thing so we can do some more online podcasts. But I live in the boonies, so my connection isn't the greatest. So we're having issues. But as of right now, I think we're good.
Yes.
So either you guys will be listening to this and watching it, or you'll never see it because it'll never see the light of day. So it'll be one of the two. But anyway, we hadn't had Nate on in a while, so I wanted to get Nate on the podcast here, kind of talk about some of our more business side of things, and then talk about kind of what we have planned for the future and go with that. So when it comes to the business side of things, this podcast, at least the audio version, will be dropping Monday. So if you don't follow me on Facebook and Instagram, go ahead and do that. But you're going to be seeing a post about t-shirts on Monday. So we're going to be selling Thin Blue Line Outdoors t-shirts. The options are going to be either dark gray or black for the t-shirts. You can get men or women t-shirts. Just doesn't matter. We're going to be going. It'll be probably around $15 in price. So that's what it's going to be. We're also going to have tank tops, and it'll be the same price, $15 for women. I should clarify that. We have women tank tops. I mean, if guys want to buy them, they can. The only color option we have there is dark gray. It'll be the exact same logo that we have already. And like I said, you can go to Instagram or Facebook, and you'll see the pictures. And yeah, that's what we're going to be selling them. You just we're doing pre-orders again. So just send me a message. We'll get it figured out. Venmo and PayPal are the two easiest ways. I do have Apple Pay now, so we can thank my sergeant on that one because that's how he likes to pay people, and he owed me money. So now I have Apple Pay, so we can do it that way as well. But that's going to be like business wise for merchandise.
Yeah, I think I'm really excited. I know it's getting warm out and stuff like that, so I'm glad we're getting the t-shirts out now. As well as I'm really, really excited to see these tank tops, give the women more options. I know my significant other, AJ, she really, really enjoys t-shirts, like my t-shirts. I mean, I can't tell you how many t-shirts I actually have left that aren't work related. She steals them all, but I know other females love tank tops, especially in the summertime, whether they're out with the kiddos or working on the front lawn, working on some flowers or different things like that. I know women really enjoy the t-shirts. I know Adrian and Alicia, I think they were wearing tank tops or
they were doing some custom t-shirts we had, and they made them into tank tops for that noodling video. So
I mean, right there in itself, I mean, if you're doing outdoor activities, women can wear those tank tops right there. So I'm really excited for those. And then really, I think it's going to be good, especially here in a couple of weeks. We'll get that lined up, and then hopefully we get the website going up and running too.
Yes. So as I've said before on the podcast, all the money that I get from all these t-shirts goes right into the business. and I'm just trying to step my game up. If you notice on some of the videos coming out, it seems like the video quality and audio is getting better. We got a brand new camera with hoodie sales and hat sales. So it also got new podcast equipment as well. And Nate's sending me text messages. So trying to get me to get angry with them. Damn it. No. Anyway, so the next point is we want to actually, get legal and trademark the name essentially, and then get a website. That's kind of the plan right now as a business. We're also going to upgrade my editing. So right now I've been using just free versions of editing. We're going to go with more higher end versions. Adobe is kind of the standard. So we're going to go that way and it'll be awesome. So I know you guys blew me out of the water when it came to hat sales and hoodie sales, and I'm still selling hats and hoodies, which surprised me because it's July 2nd right now as we're recording this, and it's been hot. So the fact that people are still buying hoodies is awesome. And then I know we keep mentioning it, but we're going to have a camo line, or at least that's the plan, is having a camo line this fall. I'm looking at some camo options. Hopefully I can find something I like. If we, for whatever reason, we don't have a camo line, we will have like a hunting color, whether it's like an earth brown or something like that. But
Or
the plan is
orange.
yeah, and then we plan on doing hunter orange for shotgun season. That is the plan anyway.
I think also like one thing, like while we're selling these and selling the hats and the beanies and the hoodies and t-shirts, all that stuff. Well, one thing that I know personally, I haven't really gotten it from anyone, but feedback. I would really appreciate if guys and girls alike reach out to Cody and I about like, hey, these are the type of colors we'd want, or have you thought about doing this with colors? Because ultimately we want something that people are going to want to wear, and not just have three basic colors with the gray, dark gray, and black. Right now, those just kind of, basic colors that we enjoy that look good with the logo and everything like that. But please reach out to us and let us know what colors you guys want to see, because ultimately you guys are the ones rocking the brand, which we appreciate a lot of. Like we've said in recent podcasts, we've sold a lot, not just Illinois, but people in Tennessee, people in Alabama, people in Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, I think, Iowa. So I mean, we definitely, Florida, yeah, Louisiana. So we've definitely reached out way more than I thought we would, honestly. And then we've had southern parts of Illinois, and it's just been really cool. But ultimately, like I said, this is for you guys. So just reach out to us and let us know what colors you want, and we'll try to make it happen.
And the plan is to have that website where instead of doing these pre-orders, obviously we're a very limited crew right now, but it would be nice to have. I have enough space where I could have a small warehouse and I have a small amount of in stock. So it would be nice where we always have these colors somewhat in stock in these sizes, so you guys could just go to the website and just take it all from there, and we'll have it shipped off. That's whenever we get to that stage, I'm hoping the wife and AJ will be could use some help probably at that point in time. But hopefully we get to that point, which I can tell you right now, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but like on YouTube, I started out before you got involved, Nate. I think I had 25 subscribers. We're at 85 now, so I know that's not a lot, but it's still we're continuing to grow. We pick up subscribers and followers on all platforms.
Well, I mean, hell, think about it. I mean, you started 25 roughly, and I jumped on in February roughly.
Yeah, it was February. Somewhere in February.
We gained 60 followers in 4 months. Which is a lot.
Yeah, which TikTok, if you're not following me on TikTok, still everything's under Thin Blue Line Outdoors. Super simple, just whatever platform, just type it in. But on TikTok, we just had a video hit 80,000. That's the most I've ever had. So it's pumped on.
And they haven't taken it down.
Yeah, yep, they haven't taken it down. If you're on TikTok, they like to take the hunting and fishing content down, which sucks. I actually had a guy. This is interesting. If you're watching or listening to this, man, I was real honored for you reaching out. Obviously, I'm just not to that stage yet, but I had a guy reach out from St. Louis. He wanted to pay me to take him noodling. So I told him I'm still trying to establish the noodling up here in Illinois. There is some people who noodle. I know some people who noodle, but I'm trying to kind of do my own thing. So hopefully maybe maybe a little bit this summer, but maybe next summer step that up and be noodling more here around here in Illinois. But yeah, but like I said, that noodling video's done very well. We had a blast doing it. Everybody should go check out Adrenaline Rush Noodling Guide Service in Oklahoma. That's where I sent that guy to. I sent him the guy's information. Nathan was awesome. So that video is done very well. And to build off of that, we'll kind of talk about some content that we have coming here soon for you guys. Number one, we're going to have the fishing tournament. I almost have it complete edited. That's going to be with myself, Nate, Steve, and Jared. We had a good time. Yep, Jared Bear. If he ever listens to this podcast, he's going to be mad at Nate because he hates being called Jared Bear. The fishing tournament was fun. I'm not going to tell you who won. You're going to have to watch the video or follow me on Instagram or Facebook, and you can see who won. But yeah, it was a good time. I'm actually pretty happy with my editing on the video. So I think you guys will enjoy that. I know myself, Nate, and Steve have enjoyed my edits. I don't know about Jared so much, but but you'll see why if you watch the video.
I think we found out very quickly during your editing skills that I am not a cameraman.
Yes. You're a hype man. I'll give you that.
I'm a hype man, and I can hype people up and make them feel great about themselves. But the actual camera work, we need to go back to basics.
If you like shaky footage, Nate's your guy. So, but it was a good time. That was the main thing. We had a blast, and I took some fish fillets home, so can't beat that. It'll be good eating here soon. The other content we have coming out is my buddy Jesse and Ryan. If you've watched any of the YouTube channels in the past or pages or videos in the past, they have done. We're not sponsored by Pepsi. If Pepsi wants to sponsor us, that would be cool, though. I'm not going to argue.
Wild cherry Pepsi.
Yeah, I do like that, especially when you add alcohol with it. But and
if you're over the age appropriately,
yeah, of course, you're 21. Don't drink and drive, guys. But we are policemen.
He's a cop. What a narc.
Narc. You're a paid narc. But anyway, Jesse and Ryan just did a big fishing trip. If you want to see some pictures, again, go to my Facebook and Instagram. But they videotaped that whole thing. They're going to be giving me that footage here soon. I've already seen some of it. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be awesome. Those two are also coming down a weekend here in July, and we're going to have some content from that weekend. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be fun. They're always a blast to hang out with. And to build off of that, I know. So, yeah, go ahead.
When they come down, are they going to be working on their tree stands at all? Yes. Any of their deer stands? Yes.
So we're going to be shooting all that. There'll probably be a lot of social media videos coming up from that. There's going to be some how-to videos more than likely. And so if you guys seen, I've updated my camera equipment. I'm thinking, and my editing's getting better. I'm interested to hear feedback. So please, wherever you're watching this, leave me a comment so I get some feedback from here. Instead of doing like a weekly upload, maybe do a weekly or bi-weekly vlog, just to kind of tell you, hey, what we're doing, what we're working on, blah, 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 blah. But then keep doing almost like short films for you guys. Any of them might be 3 to 5 minutes. Maybe like when I go on a big trip, it might be more like half an hour. But if I don't produce a video every week, that means I can spend more time on my edits, more time on getting the footage. And that means my production quality is higher. And I don't know. I just want to know if that's something you guys would be interested in. Again, leave me a comment if that is something you would like. I know some people like, hey, just give us updates weekly, which I'm okay with that too. I want to do what's best for the few people who do watch and stuff. But whatever.
I'm one of those few. I don't care what you do, bud.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. So again, I just want to keep. Yes, am I doing this for me and my friends? Yes, because we're enjoying it. Like everybody, I think everybody I've had on has had a good time. Which that's the reason. That's the reason why we're doing it. I mean, we're in the outdoors to have a good time, have that experience, and share it with others. So the fact that we're just videotaping and recording it, again, everybody I've been involved with has seemed to enjoy it. For example, at like Noodling trip, it didn't surprise me to get my wife out there, but the other three that were with me, when I met them, if I ever thought I could get them to go, let's go swimming in a creek and catch flatheads. I never would guess it, but they had a good
I
time.
would, I would guess Michael.
Yeah, Michael doesn't. So I guess out of those, Michael, he said no to me last year, though. I asked him to do it this year, and he's like, no. So I was happy to get him this year. But I think they like that recording aspect because now they can show everybody this fish, and that's what's cool about it is you can share what we did. It's one thing to tell a story, but when I can be like, here's what we actually did. Here's the video, and it's awesome.
Which you brought up a big hunt, which you have one coming up here in September, the Elk Hunt. I know you're going to get the other guys you're going with on a podcast here shortly.
Yes. Yep.
So you kind of want to touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, we can. I got 3 of my buddies who are going to be coming with me. Out of us 4 that are going, I am the only guy who's ever been elk hunting, and I think myself and Austin, I think, are the only ones who've ever done any type of like hunting trip, which Austin's only done waterfowl hunting trips. I take that back. Kyle has done a pig trip. He's went hog hunting before, but they've never done a big hunt like this. No outfitter. We're doing DIY, do it yourself in Colorado. Hey puppy. Hey Echo. We're dog friends. So we're dog lovers.
I'm a dog dad.
Yeah. That's a good thing you're only a dog dad, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
But nope. So we're going to be going to Colorado in September. Looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a blast. We're going to have some good footage from that. We're going to have some good podcasts from that. And it should just be a good time. And that'll probably be like a short film is what I'm thinking right now. So instead of like episodes, like if you watched my elk hunt last year, I think I broke it up into either 2 or 3 episodes. I'm thinking this one, we're going to do 1 episode and it's going to be really good production, hopefully a couple kills. And yeah, I think that's the way I'm going to go with now. Unless, again, I'm going to listen to feedback. So if people like what they're getting now, I'll keep doing that. If we want a little bit of change, I'm okay with that as well.
So when you talked about, just kind of backtrack a little bit, when you talked about working on the deer stands and everything like that, I know you put a video out probably about a month ago about plotting and like that with the deer. Can you kind of break down why you're plotting, and then also like what are the main things you're looking forward to do to a deer stand, why it's important, kind of go that route with it.
Mm-hmm. So real quick, if you watch that food plot video, I planted clover on those food plots, and I can tell you right now, my clover is taken off. Here in Central Illinois, we've gotten a lot of rain here lately, and a lot of heat. So that is causing my clover to explode, and it's awesome. Actually, I've been seeing a lot of deer in my fields here lately when I come home. Again, Nate and I work second shift for a local department. Today, I saw a big buck when I was pulling into my yard. I got beans planted at my house right now, soybeans by the farmer. But anyway, we plant that clover to, number one, obviously attract the deer. I have some big name hunters next to me. I don't want to name drop any, but here in Central Illinois, I have a pretty, if you watch any hunting content, you've probably heard of him. He's my neighbor. He hunts big deer as well. Again, so it's kind of a competition. I would like to hold those deer on me, and I know he's trying to do the same thing. So it is what it is. But again, sometimes his deer are going to cross over to us. Sometimes my deer are going to cross over to him. And I say my deer, they're public deer. There's, deer are just doing what they're doing.
Mine.
Yeah, but we do get possessive over the deer. But the clover, I want to attract them and keep them on the property as much as I can, and also wintertime. So in the past, usually we have some decent hunts in October on the farm. We usually have some decent hunts in November. And then once like December, January hits, the deer are just passing through to get to whatever food they can find. The clover plots I've had in the past weren't very big, so they devour that clover. They eat all of it essentially, which that clover will rebound from it. It rebounds every year, but the deer don't stay late winter. They go to my neighbors or somewhere else trying to find food. So I've added one plot is about not quite 4 acres of clover at this time, and the other plot I think is 3 acres, 2 or 3, and that's came up really good. That was actually an old pond that we pushed dirt over, filled it back up, and so it's completely bare dirt. I planted clover, and it's really taken off. I'm really excited how I don't know how it's going to go. I think it's going to go great. It's a brand new area. It's actually where my brother shotgun hunts, and he's pumped. So I was sending him pictures of the plot, and he is excited. On the video version, I'll have the pictures kind of scrolling through here so you guys can see it. But yeah, the plot it's taken off down there. I've also planted this year, and it's kind of a test, but I've planted some sunflowers and sorghum, which does a barrier, so the deer has cover they can hide behind, and it makes them like they're used to my cars going in and out. Same thing with my wife going to work and stuff. But when we add these barriers at the plot, because I can kind of see them from my private lane, it'll kind of cover them, and they'll think they won't be as exposed. I also planted some that are supposed to be coming up where I'm going to be putting a tower blind. So again, I can kind of sneak into my tower blind without them ever seeing me as a barrier, and hopefully I can get in and out of my blind without spooking deer.
What is a tower blind?
So it's just a box blind. You can buy a whole bunch of ones, like Redneck makes one, Muddy makes one, a couple other brands. I don't have that kind of money, so I will be building one. My dad and I, we've built, let's see, on this farm here, since my dad bought this farm, we've built 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Four. We've built 4 different blinds here. Trial and error. We've changed. We've gotten better as we went, and they're pretty comfy blinds. We got windows, carpet on the floors. They're for the most part watertight, and we shotgun hunt out of them mainly. But the one I'll be making, it'll be wide enough where I can shoot my bow out of it.
Okay. So is that higher up than a deer stand? Is it
No,
lower?
No, it's not as high up. It might only be 10 feet, probably 10, 12 feet, not very high up. But again, I have the windows closed, so that helps cover the scent. The blinds, I'll be able to put almost like window blinds, so the deer can kind of see in. But if you paint the inside of it black, when they're looking in, it's just like a black hole. They can't see anything, especially if I'm wearing black. Like those black hoodies I got. Some of those times I'll probably be wearing those because they're just going to be looking at a black hole. So that's nice. I'm also I'll put carpet down not only on the floor, but I'll put it up on the walls about maybe waist high because I'm trying to make it as kid friendly as possible. So again, if you watch my content, you've seen her on there. I got a young daughter who's 2. I could possibly bring her to the blind. And again, is she pretty young to do that? Yes. But, if we're going out there just trying to kill a doe or something, and it's a pretty close walk from my house, we'll just go there and have a good time and let her see some.
She loves it too when you do get a kill. She's not afraid of animals or nothing like that. So start them young and get them into it.
Yeah, whether it's me, Colton, Dad, anybody who kills one, she's all about getting in there with it. And
well, hell, we can always count on your dad and grandpa to kill something for some content. They're hunting machines.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, especially turkey hunting. They're the only ones who killed turkeys this year.
Too bad that gene didn't get passed down.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, it's rough, man. Turkey, I will say, yeah, I guess did we ever have a podcast? Yeah, we did have a podcast.
Yeah, about turkey season.
Yeah, man, we got
sucked.
Butts kicked this year, man. And it was like we came close. I came close a few times, I guess, and Nate, you came close that one day. But yeah, it was tough turkey season this year. That's why
they've kept mocking us for the last month and a half now.
Yeah, no kidding. My wife's the worst one about it. Yes. Yeah.
I'm excited because I know month of July I won't be around very much. But hopefully in August I can get out to the farm and start working on deer stand. I know Jesse's really pumped. He sent me pictures from the fishing trip, and we got talking about deer hunting and stuff like that. And he's pumped. He's got a trail cam out there that he's seen some big guys on. So he said the trail cam's been looking really, really good. Yeah.
Yep. So it'd be fun. They're a blast, and I think you guys will enjoy that content that comes from them. And I'm hoping to do maybe even some short films, centered especially around Ryan. Like I said, Ryan, I've already talked about it, and I'm going to let him introduce himself too, but he originally came from England. So he has a very interesting perspective on America, lifestyle, and hunting. So I'll let him talk more about that. But he's just fun to hang out with. Again, I'm excited about my elk trip. I'm excited about deer season, but I am really excited getting you out there, man. Because I know how you were with turkeys. I think even a doe, let alone a buck, but I think let alone if we're hunting a field edge, all of a sudden you see a doe walking towards us. I already just know now you're gonna be shaking, and it's gonna be fun.
Well, I think it's not only gonna be fun to like go out. Like, I mean, I personally don't get cold that easily. So like the weather, in my opinion, is not gonna be that bad. And I have started to work on getting up earlier and earlier, little by little each day. It's a battle. Trying to. But I'm excited, hopefully in August, to go out to Raver's property. And go out there. We can show some video content out there. I know he said he wanted to shoot some bows and crossbows and stuff like that. So that'll be nice just to play around with the crossbow again. And shoot that for a little bit. And he said he's gonna make us backstrap, and I'm never gonna turn down free food. So
yeah, and I'm hoping I can go. If for some reason I can't, I'll send you the camera, obviously, and also might send you some the podcast machine. So to be honest with you, that's still been the biggest podcast, one with Raver.
Yeah,
so,
well, I mean, he's a star.
Yeah, might be, man. Like it's gotten. I guess if you take the video YouTube ones in, maybe it hasn't, but I think even with the YouTube.
Cody, you there?
Yeah, I'm there. It's coming
Cody,
back.
you there?
Yep, I'm there. Can you hear me?
Thought I lost you there for a second.
Okay, am I back now though?
Yeah, a little laggy, but you're there.
Okay. I just lost a bar on my phone, so I'm assuming that's why.
But how many views are we up on Spotify and YouTube with Ravers?
For Ravers, we're probably around 50.
Yeah, he's a natural born star.
Yeah, so tell him he needs to move closer so we can have him on every week.
So he actually, if everything works out well with him, he won't mind me mentioning his personal life. He got approved to work remotely indefinitely, is what his company told him.
There's the money.
Yeah, so right now he's in Bama, and his wife Nicole, who we've talked about, Nala, she's got clinicals. She started 11 months of clinicals in January straight. So then once they're done with that, I know he'd been mentioning moving more towards Midwest area. So hopefully, I told him I'd like to have him back closer. So hopefully he'll be back, not in Illinois. I don't think he'll come back to Illinois, but it'll be closer to Illinois. So it's not a 9-hour drive every time he wants to go to the cabin, everything like that. So,
well, we'll have to get him back, even if we don't see him in person this summer to do a podcast. Like I'll go to your house and we can do one of these Zoom meetings. You got better internet, so we'll go to your house and do it.
I ain't in the boonies.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet. Anyway.
Yeah, well, okay. So funny story about that with Cody is he's got almost his entire land is almost like complete. Like there's just one tiny little like acre and a half of land that he doesn't have. And that's because some elderly couple owns it right next to him.
They're nice people.
They're nice. Yeah. I just said that they were elderly. That's all I said. Jeez, making me sound like an asshole.
I was just gonna stop you before you said anything.
No, I was just saying that they're elderly. Old people can be nice.
You usually are.
Jeez. Anyways, so they have talked about selling their land and their property here in the next couple of years. Cody and I have always joked that I would move out there with him. And then that joke is starting to get a little bit more real. And I don't think
to the death with my mother-in-law though.
Exactly. Hopefully your father-in-law can hold her off for me.
So he brought it up to me though.
No. I'll have a conversation with him.
You brought it up a few weeks ago. I was surprised he brought it up about it. I'm like, whoa, hey.
And then we also got to convince the wives.
Yeah. I don't know if my wife can take us living next to each other.
I think she would have a blast.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes, yes.
Geez, I'm just gonna randomly walk over and be like, "What's for dinner?"
Yeah, no kidding.
But yeah, so I mean, It's definitely fun. I mean, when I started helping you out in February with my random selling of the hats, I did not think that in July we would be where we're at. I was hoping we would be here. Truth be told, I didn't think we would be.
Yeah.
Just because you can never predict what people like and don't like. I'm really glad that Facebook has really taken off.
It's done.
I mean, that's consistent growth every day, it seems like, which is awesome because Cody and I usually we'll post something, I'll share it, he'll share it, and then we kind of just let it, marinate and let people look at it and stuff. Very rarely do we boost posts just because we don't want to spam people with content and be that annoying Facebook group. That's not what our purpose is. Like I said, our purpose isn't to sell merchandise. Our purpose isn't to make money off of this. Our purpose is to get people interested in hunting. Have people have some pride in Illinois again. Because ultimately, let's be honest, Illinois doesn't have the best reputation for most things. So when we share content, it's not necessarily because we want to make money or sell the brand, quote unquote. It's more or less to help new hunters like myself, like Jesse and Ryan, even though they've been doing it for a couple of years, they're still new-ish, and kind of reach out to those and show them that it's not an intimidating thing to do. It's not something to, be hesitant with, and be scared of. Hunting is a blast. You just did a video recently on how to hunt, and all that stuff.
Essentially, yep.
Yeah, so I mean,
doing surprisingly well for me. On analytics, I was a little surprised, but
so I mean that, like I said, that's ultimately our goal, is to reach more hunters, get more hunters on the actual podcast. I mean, it would be awesome if a year from now we could have someone that we had never met before, neither one of us, and they killed a giant buck and they liked it, shared it to the page. We got them on a podcast, talk about it. That would be something really cool in the future that I would just be thrilled to have. Just because it means that we're reaching out to people and they actually care and they want to get more people involved too. So that's really good so far. Like I said, I didn't think we would be here in February. And it all goes to the people that do listen to this, that do follow Facebook and Instagram and all that stuff. I mean, without you guys, it's literally just 7 or 8 of us that hang out, talk about it, and we put it on a podcast. And you have to look at Cody's ugly mug 90% of the time. Yep. So that's ultimately, it's fun. I definitely enjoy being on it. Thank you very, very much to everyone that supports us, because like I said, it's for you guys. I cannot stress that enough. But I will leave on this note. We will have a new design coming out soon. We will still have the original one. So if you like the original better, we'll definitely still have that one around. The new design is not as big, not as bulky, would you put it?
Yeah, it's not as flashy, which is good for hunting.
Yeah, it's not as flashy. It's going to be really nice. I think Cody and I talked, I think September is when we were going to drop that one.
All my either camo or flat earth clothing line that'll be coming out for fall, it'll all have this, because again, it's less flashy and less blue. And if you're watching the video version, I'll give you a little sneak peek, because I'm cool like that.
So yeah, it like Cody said, it's not as big. It's not as flashy, because it's hunting. Obviously, people have heard from different stories. You don't want to have neon orange backpacks when you go turkey hunting. You don't want to have.
To go off real quick, interrupt you, Nate. So imagine that without a white background, just the lettering. So we'll have the black letters with a small thin blue line going through. Again, so by the time the deer are going to be able to see that blue, if you haven't shot them yet, then we got a problem. So,
so yeah, I think that design's really gonna right now. Hunting's not really happening. You have your waterfowl, you have your fishing, stuff like that.
We don't have waterfowl right now.
That was back in March, wasn't it?
Waterfowl doesn't start till late October.
What?
Yeah,
Goose and all that.
Yeah.
I swear we had a season before. When did we go out to your land with Cooper and all them?
February for Goose or January? It's January. It's
Oh,
January.
right around March.
I mean, no, not really.
That was a month off.
There was snow goose hunting like all the way till like late February. So
I think Cody's wrong. Anyways,
new hunter.
Anyways, I think the new design for bigger game, i.e. the turkeys, i.e. the deer, if you're going on elk hunt, different things like that. I think that design that Mr. Kyle came up with is going to be really, really good. And Kyle's done great back-to-back designs. He's knocked it out of the park both times.
Yeah. If you want a logo, Kyle Ulrich on Facebook.
He's on
message. Yeah, he doesn't have a business or anything. He just does it on the side, and he's done a lot of local businesses here lately.
Mm-hmm.
He's done like some union groups and some other things like that. So hit him up if you're.
Yeah, he's done incredible work just for us on those two designs right there. And if you guys happen to like the other design better, that's not an issue at all. We can make that happen too. So yeah, like I said earlier in the podcast, be on the lookout for the website. We'll get that dropping soon, hopefully. Check out that noodling video.
Only takes money, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, just money. That's all it is.
It'll be coming soon. The website we're slowly becoming a small business type deal. We're getting there. Be patient with us. Definitely check out the noodling video. That video is awesome. It's kind of long, but there's different clips that you can just click on, whether it's Facebook or TikTok. There's definitely different ones you can watch instead of watching the full video. Go to YouTube. You can check out the full thing there. But yeah, that noodling trip was awesome. And then here shortly, we'll have the Dispatch vs. Cop 1. So a lot of great content coming out. Not as much like knowledge, so to speak, on like how to different types of hunts, but more or less the result of some hunts that you can get into. And look, noodling was your first time going. So, I mean, that was a new experience for you. So it could be a new experience for literally anyone. Mm-hmm. So yeah, just keep an eye out on those. Check them out if you haven't already. Subscribe to the YouTube. That'd be awesome. We got a lot of people following on Facebook. We just get half those to subscribe to YouTube. We head in the right direction.
Yeah, that'd be good then. So, but yeah, and Nate's pretty much covered everything. I've been having fun making these videos again. Even if nobody was watching, I'd probably still be doing these. They were fun. So,
yeah, we could also do like a montage of how much hair you've lost from like the beginning.
Oh, man.
It's thinning out.
And I'm not gonna say too much in my personal life right now. I'll have an announcement later on. But Nate knows what's going on. This hair is going to get thinner and thinner as my life goes on. So, I mean, I definitely think it got thinner once Nate came to my department, though.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so
but I actually make you do stuff. What?
What? Unfortunately, the meth heads make me do stuff. So at times
we don't have those.
Yeah, they don't exist. So even if we're not hunting big game, we're always doing some type of hunting. But that's cop life for you. But yeah, other than that, I will end this recording right now. That was the Thin Blue Line podcast, episode 11. Episode 12 will be hopefully coming next week, and that should be Ryan and Jesse. So stay tuned for that. And this, like I said, this should be dropping Monday along with T-shirts and stuff. So I will end the recording now. Thank you, guys.